Hey everyone, in today's video I just wanted to touch on how there really is no quick fix to overcome tinnitus, and I think people thinking that there can be this quick fix out there that's just going to cure them overnight is really part of the problem as to why so many people can get stuck with tinnitus. And so I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about that. A lot of the comments that I receive from a lot of you watching are kind of, sharing frustrations with not overcoming tinnitus fairly quickly, and kind of expecting results sooner. And I just want to say firstly that I completely empathize with how you're feeling. It's how I felt myself for a long time. I was willing to do anything and everything to cure myself of the ringing in my ears, and I would wake up every day, kind of the first thing I would think is, oh my God, is it there? And it was all I could think about, all I could focus on. And I really just wanted to see results, to get over it as quickly as possible, right? I mean, who wouldn't want to, take a magic pill and remove the sound? I'm sure anyone that experiences or has experienced tinnitus would want to do the same thing. So it's not that I blame anyone for wanting the results quickly, because that's what I wanted. But I do want to say that I did come to realize that continuing to feel this way, to want to wake up the next day and have no tinnitus in your experience, that is a big part of the problem that can create a lot of stuckness when it comes to overcoming tinnitus, because the kind of focus on tinnitus and just wanting to get rid of it and expecting to see a result overnight, it's just not possible for most people. Everyone's timeline is different, and people overcome tinnitus a lot quicker than others, and that's why you'll see some people have tinnitus for a week and it's just something that they forget about and never think about again. And then you have somebody else saying that they've had it their whole life or for 30 years. And I'm not saying that I'm an expert and that I understand every possible thing there is to know about tinnitus and the causes and all of that, but I do know that the people that have success in overcoming tinnitus or hearing it, significantly less like me, it is through kind of an acceptance of the sound and the fact that it is there, and kind of going through a journey of getting to a place where you can accept that sound being there without kind of fear and judgment, knowing that it's not there to harm you, given you've had medical clearance. I can't sit here and just say, do X, and in 2 months you won't hear your tinnitus from now, because we all go through such a unique kind of experience with tinnitus, and we all have completely different backgrounds and circumstances and, difficulties in life. And so for me, I know that tinnitus kind of forced me to look at a lot of my own patterns of behavior and anxieties and things that really needed to be looked at and addressed for me to just enjoy my life again as a whole. I needed to not focus on the tinnitus sound, but what was all the deeper things going on for me that was making me struggle so much in life, And I think that that's the case for a lot of you watching. It should be kind of less focus on the actual tinnitus. And if I just do this exercise, in a month, it should be gone. It should be more kind of how can you focus on yourself? How can you create coping strategies so that you can actually get through each day? How can you work on your anxieties or your depression or whatever might be going on for you? What changes can you make in your life to actually feel like you can get out of bed in the morning? I think that is the biggest piece of the challenging puzzle of tinnitus. It's actually learning how to go deeper within yourself and learn how to cope and how to kind of move through the challenges of life. And that is not an easy thing to do. And that's why it's not easy to just overcome the fear and just torture of tinnitus that a lot of people, including myself, can experience, because it is really difficult to kind of sit with uncertainty and have little understanding and not be able to kind of just fix something with a pill, I think what makes overcoming tinnitus so hard is that there is no quick fix. There's no magic pill that you can take to just rapidly remove the sound. It's more about finding ways to self-regulate, and how can you kind of manage the emotions that you go through when you do notice the sound? How can you learn to accept the sound for what it is so that you can then start to not focus on it and to focus on other things in your life and things that bring you joy, so that the sound starts to fade into the background and isn't this big part of your identity and your experience from second to second. So I just want to say, to try and not pressure yourself to overcome tinnitus really quickly or to expect results overnight, because as much as I can empathize and understand that that's what you want, I know that's all I wanted, it really does hold you back from overcoming tinnitus. And I just think that, you need to be patient with yourself and be compassionate with yourself and understand that, it's not something that will just disappear overnight, and that's okay. You will cope and you will get better and you'll find ways to move through the challenges of tinnitus. And so what works for one person may not work for another. There is no one size fits all with tinnitus. And so as tempting as it might be to just kind of find out from other people what worked for them and to try this specific diet or this specific exercise, I think just remember that it really is about kind of figuring out how to manage the anxiety and the difficult emotions that you're going through with tinnitus and the deeper things that are going on within yourself, which really do need looking at. I mean, everybody has struggles and challenges and traumas that often aren't looked at or dealt with. And so I really just encourage you to do that, whether it's self-work on your own or with the help of a therapist, because I think that ultimately it's managing your emotions and that self-regulation that will ultimately help you to kind of let tinnitus fade into the background, to stop focusing on it so much, because you have better coping strategies and you're able to cope better. And then tinnitus does and will slowly start to fade into the background in your life. I am almost at my goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers, which is so amazing. And I just want to thank you if you have subscribed to my channel. It's really amazing for me to know that these videos provide help or comfort in any way at all for you. It is hard to make these videos every week and to know exactly what to say and to film it and edit it and, doing it outside of an already full-time job. It does require a lot of effort and time. And so, I'm just so glad to see that it's impacting even one person, because that kind of, makes it all worth it for me. And so, yeah, if you have anything that you want me to talk about, please let me know in the comments. If you are enjoying my content, then please leave a like on this video and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because it really helps me out. Thanks for watching, and keep believing in yourself and your ability to adapt, change, and heal. It is more than possible. People are doing it all around the world. Just be patient with yourself and don't expect to see results overnight. And I guarantee that you will slowly start to see progress and feel better over time. I will see you in the next video.